Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see how to create child record with parent record information using Salesforce Lightning Quick Action. In this demo or video, I will be using Salesforce Lightning Aura component. Using force record data, we can easily get the required information to be populated in the child record from the parent record. Next, we can use e.force create record to create child record, and using this e.force create record we have default field values and also we have a record type attribute. Using this we can pass the information from the parent record to the child record that is going to be created. So here I am implementing force has record ID so that I will get the parent record ID, and next I'm using force lightning quick action without header so that I can use this lightning aura component when I create a quick action. Next I'm using case record error so that whenever there is an error in loading this page or generating any payload, it will throw an error and then we can see that error. Next I'm using record fields which is of type object. So this record fields will hold all the values for the parent record. For example, here I'm using ID and name. So once the record ID is passed, this record fields will have value of ID of the parent record and also the name field value of that particular parent record. And next I'm using record updated attribute which will call this handle record updated. So when this component is loaded, it will call this handle record updated method. In the handle record updated, I'm immediately closing the quick action. I don't want to have that quick action open. So first step is I'm closing that quick action. Next I'm using e.force create record and I'm getting the account record using record fields. So here I will have ID and name of the account. So in this example I'm using account as parent and a case as child. So I'm getting the account record value, and in order to get the account ID I'm using v.record ID. Since I'm using force has record ID, it will have the record ID. So this will have the account ID. Next I wanted to pass record type ID. So for that, instead of using Apex, I'm using a custom label where I'm storing the record type ID. So this is my custom label. Here I'm storing the record type ID. So I'm getting the record type ID from the label. This is just a console log so that I'm making sure the record type ID is passed. So using for this e.force create record ID, I'm setting all the params. So I'm setting the entity type as case, so the case record will be created. I'm using default values attribute. Here I'm passing the account ID which is going to be my parent, and in the subject I'm using the account name plus case. So this is just an example where I'm getting the account information, that is name from account, and space I'm adding a case in the subject. And I'm using record type ID from the custom label. Even in this default field values you can add the record type ID, but that is not the right way. Please use record type ID attribute, because what will happen is once I click this quick action, instead of showing internal, since I'm setting the case record type as internal, it will display the default record type of the profile. So do not use the record type ID in the default field values. Make use of this record type ID attribute to pass the record type ID. Next I'm firing this particular e.force create record so that it will generate the page for creating the case, and in that case I will have the account ID populated, and in the subject account name space case value will be or the string will be populated. In order to test this, I created a quick action In the quick action, I am using the lightning aura component which I created, and I have added this quick action to the page layout. So now when I open an account record, I will be able to see this quick action. Once I click it, it will open a dialog. It will immediately close it, and then using force record data, it will fetch the parent record information, and using e.force create record, it will create the case record page with all the default values whatever we have set. So if I click new internal case, it opened a dialog, it closed it, and then it generated this page with account name as the account from which we try to click this button, and in the subject you should be able to see infallible techie is the account name space case. So using this code we populated the account name space case. I hope it was helpful. Thank you for watching.